So we are now in a very interesting situation where iOS 19, we're probably going to start getting some rumors about what this version of software is going to bring, some cool things that this phone is going to be bringing, or this version of software is going to be bringing, but there could be kind of a problem that we're going to be running into within iOS 19. And the problem here is that there's a really high chance a majority of features that Apple is going to be throwing in inside of iOS 19 is basically going to be some sort of Apple Intelligence type of feature. Now, my thing is, if Apple has already released this big Apple Intelligence update, within iOS 18, what is Apple going to bring in iOS 19 that is going to go ahead and sway people over to go ahead and buy something like an iPhone 16? A really big reason why people are going through and actually purchasing something like an iPhone 16 as of this point is because of Apple Intelligence. So the problem that we're kind of running into right now is that if Apple doesn't bring a really big feature within iOS 19, there's a very high chance a lot of people might just not even really care that much about updating their iPhones, let alone upgrading their iPhones to the latest one just for Apple Intelligence. There's also another issue that some people might just want to go ahead and buy an iPhone 16 or an iPhone 15 Pro in the used market and get Apple Intelligence features rather than going and upgrading their actual phone. Now, this isn't a problem for the consumer. This is a problem for Apple. Because if Apple doesn't go through and bring out these types of features again or bring something really big that consumers want, they're probably not going to make as much money as they could have. And as a company, they're trying to make as much money as possible. The other thing, and the reason why I think this is a little bit troublesome for Apple, is because when you actually go through and you take a look at their, some statements that they've been making, they've been basically saying that, hey, expect Apple to make money from little things kind of throughout the next couple of years, rather than going through and making big type of money on one product, like an iPhone, for example. So it looks like Apple's going to go ahead and focus in on many different products as of this point, rather than going through and trying to focus in on making the next iPhone or the next this or that. Although they may, most probably they're going to be focusing on different things and smaller improvements here and there. So if that ends up being the case, well, that's going to be fine, but that's going to be a really big change on how Apple's going to go through and basically make their next devices. I think that's a very big thing to kind of keep in mind here. And once again, if you're going to go through and upgrade your device, well, that is one of those other things you're going to have to kind of remember about. So in my personal opinion, when I'm looking at these types of things and these statements that Apple's making, I think it's amazing. I think Apple, is a great company. But if Apple just goes through and tries to make another small upgrade minus Apple Intelligence, like with iOS 18, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to try to sell iOS 19 as being this next big upgrade and trying to see if people are going to upgrade their iPhone just based on that version of software. So I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.